Am I? Am I really? Am I really? It seems like I've gone live. Have I gone live? Let's find out. I want to see how it looks from this end. I don't see it yet. uh, it is amazing. Just there. Now my stuff's starting to show up. There. No, I am not. I changed. There we go. There we go. Die. Yeah. Is it saved? Is it good? Am I happy? Yes, I am. I want to see how it looks, okay? I'm sorry. I just want to see how bad it is. Is it working? Well, it's not the worst, but it could be better. Playback speed normal, quality. Let's put down to 720. Maybe that will help. Oh my god! Oh no! I've created a monster! What have I done? Oh, this is the stream. I have created a multiverse. Oh, we were having fun today. Oh, I can't hear the other mates talking. Oh, I guess that's fine. Okay. Anyway. So you should at least be able to hear me and mostly see what's going on, hopefully. Honestly, it's whatever. Well, it's not whatever. It should be good, but it's just not for some reason. And I don't understand why. So, hello everyone. This may be a little glitchy. Maybe. Maybe if I did this through Twitch it'd be better. If this would be better going through Twitch, let me know. And I will start doing this through Twitch. But anyway, today's Friday the 13th, and I figured, why not study some magic? So that's what we're going to do today. We're going to study some magic. Y'all ready? Whether or not you're actually here. Oh, hey Louie, how's it going? Yep, you ready to study some magic? It's Friday the 13th. It's the perfect day to do it. I figured we'd start with the basics. How to build an altar, what type of altar you'd want to have, things you wish you knew before you started witchcraft, candle magic for beginners, and different kinds of souls in witchcraft. I've watched one of these, the candle magic for beginners. I watched like 4 minutes of it. So I'll be stopping to do some commentary on things that I think is a little different, things that I do versus other people. But here we go. You ready? Yeah, I can play some Utopia after all this. But for right now, let's study some magic. It's Friday the 13th. You don't get to do this very often. Yeah, if you don't want to study magic, you can, I don't know. Oh wow, look at these. Look at these comments. These are nice comments. Blessed be. That's a very important saying for witches. We all say that. Doesn't look like there's any bad comments on this. Well, that's good. Let's get started. Yeah, do let me know if it's too, bad. Oh, wow. Diving right into it. Let's go. Witches' tools, books, and supplies. Alright, most witches' tools are an athame, which is like a tiny little small knife. You have your candles, your crystals, your books. I have a whole treasure trove of books. And supplies. That's usually your salts, oils, candles. Yeah. And your little zone can be literally anywhere in the house. It just has to be a place where you can be nice and quiet, where you can just do your studying, you're practicing your meditation, talk to your gods, all the good stuff. Mine's in the corner of my bedroom. I have none. Mine's a desk. It's a dresser. So let's focus on this right here. I see this a lot at my friend Sigma's house. He has an actual like welcome mat, not a welcome mat. It's made of cloth. It is a cloth with a giant circle on it and has some of his gods on it. He worships Fenrir, by the way. I learned that recently. And you have a cup here that represents the element of water. You have, let's see, incense burner. That's probably fire. The bell. That's for cleansing. That's for cleansing energy. A bell or anything that makes a loud clinging noise, it can disrupt negative energy from the air. So if you're looking for a quick way to drive away a ghost, just get yourself a bell and just start dinging it around the house. Let's see what else is here. Bowl with water. What's that supposed to represent? Just another thing of water? Athame. Here's the athame, that little knife thing I was telling you about. Plus a wand. I have a wand. It's made of crystal, so. You have the god candle, the god idol, if you worship gods. If you don't, you don't. Cakes. Offerings. Those are offerings for your deities or your spirits or your house guardians. And a bowl of salt. Yeah, salt. So let's get back to it. Salt is used for protection, by the way. So yeah. My altar is made of nothing but crystals, because that's my beliefs. Crystals. I should take a picture of my altar sometime and share it on my Facebook page. Yes and no. So, magic's all about intent. If something has a special intention for you, as a special purpose for you, then that's what it is. If you have a statue of, well, I have this statue up here actually. It's a statue of an Egyptian god. It's a dog. It's a black dog. It's supposed to be an Egyptian god. However, I use it for my familiar dead boy, who is my dog. He died when I was young. He follows me around as my spirit guardian. He helps me do magic. Protects the house. That sort of stuff. And while it is a statue of a god, it is dedicated to my dog. He can use it as a place to sit down and relax after a long day and recharge. I have so much clutter. The energy needs to flow. Yeah, I don't do that. I should. I know so many witches that do this. I don't have a cloth. Oh, that's what Sigma has. It's an altar cloth. Once again, it's always about intention. Always. I'm so eclectic. I am not a Wiccan. I do worship some Egyptian gods, Irish gods, and some Viking gods. Those are the ones I normally deal with on a daily basis. I have had tea with an Indian god once. I'll have to tell you that story sometime. Pentacole. Pentacole. It's not a pentagram. It is a pentacole. I wish people would stop calling it a pentagram. A pentacole is a pentagram in a circle. This is a circle. There's a circle around this pentagram that makes it a pentacole. So I guess some people would still call it a pentagram. There are some people in Satanism that call it a pentagram, even when it's encased in a circle and they should know better, but they don't. But that doesn't mean they're wrong, it just means I have a different name for it. I I have so much trouble having a candle holder. Mine keeps falling over. I don't use a lot of candle magic because of it. Incense burners. I burn so many incense around my room. It's nice. I do not have a cauldron. I do not have a cauldron. Ugh, I'm not Wiccan. Earth-based religions, okay. The four traditional elements. Let me guess what the four traditional elements are. Rock, alternative, hip hop, and country. I have a selenite crystal. Citrine. I actually have two in the south because it's in the form of a pentacle. uh, Amethyst, and I can't see it from over here. It's probably a sapphire. and which means the other one's an emerald. So this is exactly the same as my friend Sigma's altar. He has something in the north that's a jar of dirt. He has an incense burner in the east, which I do too, oddly enough. Bowl of water. I don't keep a bowl of water. You know, the only time I have a bowl of water is when I'm feeding Dead Boy or giving him water. And then for candle, no, that's at the edge of my desk. I'm not putting a candle holder at the edge of my desk. What if it falls? Carpet will catch on fire. Don't want that. All right. So there's literally they forgot to put down light, incense, and candle right here. Final one. Whenever you feel like it, just whenever. During a devotional. God, what is a devotional? When you're devoting yourself to a cause, to a methodology, a thought, a pattern, that could just be a meditation. I guess a devotional could be a form of meditation. Prayer, that's a prayer. I forgot to put spell in here when doing a spell, which could also be a devotional or a prayer. So I guess that makes sense. No, never blow out a candle. She should know this. You blow out the candle, you cancel the spell. I think. I think that's common knowledge. It's hard to know. I don't have a candle snuffer, so I key blast mine out with my palm because I'm a martial artist and I can still do that. I do not know if using key is synonymous with blowing it out with my mouth. Yeah, okay, I'm glad they mentioned this. Goddess, silver, and God, yellow. Feminine, silver. Masculine, gold. That's yeah, that's pretty normal. Eh. Okay, well, if you have candles that represent the four elements, you're supposed to burn them in the four corners, one at a time during each individual whatever. So you know, yeah. See, and all those set rules she just said, immediately, there's no set rules. Or just have a bunch of crystals. Athame. Pendulum. Aww. You're a kitty. Red candles. Ah, God. What is red used for? It's not what you think it's used for. It's for burning passion, something you really, really want. Okay, awesome. Oh God, do I want to do this? Ah. Just like the video we just watched. I figured that'd be a good introduction to what an altar is, and this would be a good introduction into what an altar can be. I haven't seen this video. Those are cones. They're like incense, but they're in cone shape. You light them at the top and they burn their way down. What she's doing right now is using a sage stick to cleanse the energies off of that plate. That plate probably has some special significance. It's probably used in her spell crafting. It might be a drum, for all I know. But that incense is to cleanse it. It's made of sage, probably, maybe frankincense. If you've probably heard these herbs before, there's a reason why. Now this, I have no idea what she's doing. I have no idea what those coins in there represent. This is new for me. I can't tell what the kid's doing. Is he using rune stones? Is he using these special stones that have some significance to him to help him do divination of some sort? Or is he just playing with rocks? Alright, now this picture looks like she has some sort of flowers on a mirror. Mirror is used to reflect one's intentions and also to open up portals. I have no idea what this intention is here. I have no context for this. Got all those different herbs that are used in different sorts of spells. Once again, I'm not an herbologist or an herbalist. I don't know how herbs are used because I deal mostly with crystals. uh, do you know what type of witch you are? 20 types of witches. I am a crystal witch. You notice she mentioned how the Wiccan altar has the Wiccan elements. The last video we watched was a very Wiccan-based altar, which my friend Sigma used to be a Wiccan, and that's why his altar looks like that. And I was like, this is exactly what Sigma has. It's because he's a Wiccan. I'm not a Wiccan. He was a Wiccan. Tarot. I do tarot. I'm actually pretty good at tarot. So I have a special little area dedicated to just Loki. Loki has his own little spot above my altar. He has his own little altar above my altar. That's where I do things with Loki. I keep a shot glass there, and I sometimes also use that same altar to leave offerings for the Morrigan. I don't think Loki minds. It's not at his altar, it's just like off to the side of it. I don't have a lot of room for this stuff. I don't know what that is. Oh, hold on. It could be. Oh, that's, yeah. Ah! You notice how she used quotations crystal witch is because a lot of witches do not consider using crystals actually magic. Because crystals give off vibrations and it's mostly just used for like meditations and altering one's frequency and blah blah blah. I have slightly different things I do with crystals other than just vibrating with them. Don't judge. In your mind. Sigmus is in a broom closet. Ah! If you're on the go and you're out in the woods and you need to work with your mental altar, yeah. Usually north. What language was that? Was that German? Ah, yes. Kitchen magic. Everyone does it. And I mean everyone. Even you. If you happen to watch this, if you cook in the kitchen, you're doing magic. Yeah, if you consider it magic. If you want it to be magic. Furry demons. Crotch goblins. So having a traveling altar may not be such a bad thing. I have a box where I keep my crystals, my spares, that I don't have set up on my altar. So if, and also I have an emergency witch kit where I keep an emergency sage stick, an emergency candle, a couple things of selenite for cleansing energy if I don't have any, a thing of salt, some other crystals, at least one for each major chakra point. I have my Reiki symbols, and I have a couple guardian stones that I keep on me. Because my friends' houses get possessed, not possessed, infiltrated a lot by malicious spirits because they don't have time to take care of it themselves. And so they often call me and a couple others to come down and do it for them. You could say this is my specialty, getting rid of the bad stuff. What? No. I like that. I like that philosophy. Yeah, if someone tells you how to do witchcraft, punch them in the face. Alright, now that we studied altars and find out what kind of altar you would actually probably like to have, let's now learn the different kinds of tools you can use for your altar. Honestly, it's everything. Does the wand symbolize air? I never thought of it like that. No, the incense holder represents air. Why would the wand? I thought the wand represented fire, but that's in tarot. I thought that symbolized earth or air. It's a cup. E-girl water. Bones. Wait. Hold on. What'd you say about ancestral magic? Oh. No. And honestly, anything with sentimental value. Oh, so eggs. Let's discuss eggs real quick. And then while we're at it, let's discuss the holiday Easter. Or Ostara. However you want to call it. Eggs represent fertility. Now, I know that during the springtime, it is encouraged for you to take is it a rotten egg or a boiled egg? I forget. But you take an egg of some kind and you decorate it and you write down your intention, your goals, a wish, something you want, and then you bury it in the earth. This egg will become fertilizer for a plant. And with that plant, your intention, your spirit, your wish will grow. And that is why we have candled eggs or colored eggs for Easter, which was stolen by the Christians. It was a pagan holiday before. Redecorated, they kept the thing. Bunnies represent fertility. That's why bunnies and eggs are a thing. That's why burying the egg is a thing. All this is secondhand information. Could be wrong. That's just what I've been told. It's what I've found through research. Could be completely wrong. Someone will disagree with me. Someone always does. We are divided a lot. None of us can agree what's right, what's wrong, what's real, what's not real, what's fabricated, what's not. But that's just what I've been told. Let's get back to it. Oh, mine forms a barrier that connects to the barrier around the house. Mine is all about function. What what did I just do? Sorry about that. I still have no idea what a glamour spell is. After all these years, I still have no idea. Full moon rituals, they are a thing. I don't do them. My full moon ritual is going outside, looking at the moon, and going, "Oh my god, you're so beautiful." And then I set up my crystals to charge. I guess that actually is my full moon ritual. I think she's German. I can't tell. The face I make when people ask me out. Is that a pancake? Please put peanut butter and jelly on it. Stop it! So, I just want to point this out. The reason why I did this video, the reason why I want to do a reaction to witchcraft is because of the stigma behind it. I have 0 people watching this right now. I do not know if it's because my internet's crappy. Well, it's not crappy. I have pretty good internet now. But whenever I try to stream on YouTube, it doesn't work well enough. I might have to do this through Twitch from now on because I think I'll just have better connection there. But regardless, I wanted to do this video because there's a lot of stigma behind witchcraft, and I'm not personally offended. I understand why. But, you know, knowing stuff is important. I mean, this is not stuff you need to know, but if you're interested in at least knowing a little bit about what witchcraft is, as opposed to the Disney villainous stuff, the grim fairy tales, here we go. I had a video about voodoo. I actually watched that one all the way through, and I decided not to play it because it didn't really say anything more about voodoo than these other videos say about witchcraft. Voodoo is just a West African religion, the first religion, they say, over there, and they worship snakes, apparently. They have this temple of pythons, where pythons ward away dark magic, I guess. That's what I got from the video. And I wasn't sure. I was like, do I really need 13 minutes to explore what I can say in 5 minutes? Yep, hear the wind chimes, the bell, the dinging sound. Wind chimes, you hang them up around your house. They actually help cleanse out negative energy building around the house. It's good to have wind chimes. I'm glad you reminded me. It's the same diff. The higher the pitch, the higher the frequency, the more it helps, I think, attract high vibrational beings like angels and whatnot. And then you have the lower, deeper pitches that breaks up all that negative blockage stuff. That's gonna really drive away the demons and whatnot. It's the things that feed off your energy. I think it might be reversed. I had to do research on that. Book of Shadows. Okay, this is a witch's journal. Okay, I don't. I kind of have one, but it's for martial arts and studying ki. That's my Book of Shadows. This is where you record like spells that you've attempted, meditations you've done, dreams you've had, how you felt when you did a particular thing. It's not just like, oh yeah, for this spell you use a cup of ramen and then you light an incense and then you watch Naruto for an hour. No, no, no. It's more like, okay, so I prepared a bowl of ramen, or you have your list of ingredients. And you're like, you list down what the spell's intentions are, and then underneath witch's notes, and you'd be like, as I prepared the bowl of ramen, I noticed a weird tingling in my stomach, an anticipation of feeding, of hunger, and I reflected on the hunger, and I realized I'm hungry. And when I ate the bowl of ramen noodles, I realized something. It needed salt. So I got some salt, and I added salt to the ramen noodles, and then I realized, wait a second, I want a boiled egg with this. And so I boiled an egg, and boiling the egg was a very special experience. I watched the water bubble, and as I was watching it bubble, I had thoughts, visions of me walking a dog, but I don't have a dog, and I realized I want a dog. And it goes on and on and on like that. That's sort of the thing you can find in a witch's book of shadows. Oh, hold on. We had to back up there for a second. Hold on for a second. All right. I have no idea what that says. I cannot read upside down, but no, stop double tapping. Oh, I thought those were runes. I could have sworn I saw runes. That symbol back there, that was a witch. That was a symbol of witchcraft. I forget what kind it is because I don't really work with runes or witches symbols very often. I work with crystals. So, I want to point out that according to some people, Mary over here is based off of the Irish god Bridget. That's all I'm going to say, other than the fact that they both are represented by roses and the smell of roses. That's all I'm going to say on that. At the very least, I think they used some of Bridget's more known stats and gave it to Mary to symbolize her. Be like, yeah, no, your Mary's just like our your Bridget's just like our Mary. It's the same person, kind of. You should worship her instead, sort of thing. Yeah, Cernunnos, Cernunnos. He's the Irish god of nature, I believe. He's like a deer-headed god, but I don't know much more about him. Finding any information on the Irish gods is that's not corrupted by Christian literature is very hard. I've not found any reliable sources that I know of. The face I make when I had my super spicy wings today. I love this channel. I'm gonna subscribe to this. I'm gonna watch more of her videos in the future. I may not react to them, but I'm gonna at least watch them. I could learn a lot from this. All right. Dang, we're already 50 minutes in. All right. So things I wish I knew before I started practicing witchcraft. I have no idea what type of video this is gonna be. Let's get through it as quickly as we can. No! What'd I do? No! No, I did something! No. She's lighting a white candle. I don't need to commentate this. The Green Witch, that's the name of the channel. And I chose different channels with different videos because I want to get different perspectives on different types of witches. How long's it been for me? Let's see, I was in the army. I was 20 years old. 16 years. Yeah, not me. Is she talking about just like books on witchcraft in general? I will admit, when I look at like Scott Cunningham's book of magic and witchcraft, I look at it and I go, let's see, this random flower element storm. Why does this flower have an element? Directional pattern west. Why does it need a directional pattern? What the heck is this crap? And I started doing with the same with crystals. I'm like, oh yeah, okay, so this is an element earth crystal. Fine, whatever. This is an element fire crystal. Sure. I still don't understand why they have elements, but I think it's for the type of spells, for the type of intentions that you're going to use, or where you can put them on the altar to blah 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 blah. Everything's intentional, as in you put your intention behind it. Not everything's intentionally made. No, you make the intention, which makes witchcraft a jack of all trades sort of thing. Like, oh, this amethyst here is supposed to be good for working with psychic visions and contacting deities. I'm gonna use it to scratch my butthole today. Someone's gonna hear that immediately. just walk on in here and just hear me say that. Alright, yeah. So for the one person who's watching this at the moment who hasn't left yet, this is things I wish I knew before I began practicing witchcraft. We're covering this after learning how to make an altar and whatnot. You can, after this is done, you can go back and look at the previous BS I've been covering, talking about. Goodbye. It's probably unwatchable. Yeah, same. Not me. Oh, that's what she means. So, that's like anything you start. We're gonna do roundhouse kicks today. What's a roundhouse kick? Well, we're gonna do tornado kicks. It's a roundhouse with a spinning back thrust kick. This is so vague. So, things she wished she knew before she began witchcraft. I wish I knew that I did not know everything and did not need to know everything. It is okay not to know anything. That is why we're here. Well, duh, that's just how learning works. If you want to know it, I mean, it's just, there's even that. It's like, do I even want to know this information? Do I really care about this particular spell or ritual or thing? All right, there's a couple things she could be doing with that. She might be making herb infused water, which could be used for some. I need to know what that is. She could be making it's an herb water mixture. It takes some of the essence of the herb, mixes it with water so it has more staying power. It's used to create essences like water essences, not oil essences, but water essences. It has the spirit and the energy of the herb mixed into the water and can be used in a spray as a substitute for oils. That's what she could be doing. She might be doing something completely different. That's just what I know what that would be for me. She could be making tea. She looks very tired. So very tired. And she hasn't mentioned anything that she wished she knew before practicing witchcraft, other than saying, I wish I realized I didn't have to know anything about witchcraft to begin witchcraft. That links directly into the first thing that she just said. Oh, I agree. Yep. My friend Sigma has his own TikTok and he does his own things that he does. I think she's adding honey. I think she's making tea. She might be making oils. She's either making tea or she's making oils. I cannot decide which. And I know this is from the Green Witch. Isn't this from the Green Witch? That means she's an herb witch. She uses herbs. I cannot decide. Is she making tea or is she making water essences? It could be both. She might be making herbal wine. Exactly. It's all about intention and what you want, and everything else is just an extension of getting it there. On you. I work with crystals because they work with me. I have a pendulum. He allows me to talk to spirits. I have a cleansing stick. He she allows me, or it allows me, they allow me to cleanse negative energies around me, help me cleanse my room. It's not as potent as using, say, a sage stick, but I don't feel like dwindling our already limited supply of sage around here. And unfortunately, I do not know of any other alternatives that are natural to my area other than, I think it's called mugwort? I don't know. I really don't know. I need more information on the type of sage-like herbs in my area that I can use for sage-like purposes. I just know that the one that's natural here can cause hallucinations if you use it too much. I'd rather avoid that. Yes, choking collars, whips. You want some handcuffs for your bed. Okay, I had to say, when I pulled up this video, I didn't think it was gonna be this. I'm sorry. I am sorry. The other two videos covered basically what she's saying right now. All in all, this is a lovely video. I'm not bashing the person who made this video. It's just that we've already had this information from two other videos. But it helps reiterate what us as a community believe, what we do, and so it helps strengthen the message of it's not evil, it's you. Oh, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. No, 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 no. It is not okay if you mess up. Because if you mess up, you have to clean it up. Depending on what you're trying to do, if you mess it up, it will backfire. And someone might get hurt. So you need to know how to do a cancel spell to negate that spell in case something goes wrong. Always have a backup plan in case something goes wrong, including a more experienced witch who can cancel your spells for you. Also something I do. My friend's car tires popped while she was in the middle of a road because she tried to curse me and I reversed it. She almost died. No, no, no. I will work with Bast. I will work with Isis. I will work with the Morrigan. I will work with Loki. I think I worked with Thor once, and those are the only ones I will work with. And I've also done stuff with Bridget. I will not work with anyone else because if you piss someone off, bad stuff might happen. And do not just start talking to any random spirit. There are rules, but there are ways around the rules. And the Fae are very good at getting around the rules. I had to deal with a bad Fae once. Her name was Violet. At least that's what we called her. She wouldn't give us her name. Normal. All these witches live next to the ocean. Ah, so lucky. I have Lake Erie. Which, Lake Erie is a whole thing on its own. We have sharks, maybe. I've done a grand total of 5 spells in my entire witchcraft career of 16 years. One of which was a healing spell for a cat. One of the very first spells I ever did. And according to my friend, it worked within hours of him getting home. And I did it as soon as I got home. I immediately set that thing up after doing research on how to do it. And he said his cat got better within a day. So I was very happy about that. Even if it was accidental, even if the cat recovered on its own, the fact that the cat is healthy is all I care about. If the spell did it, fine. If the spell didn't do it, fine. The cat got healthy. That's all I cared about. And that was the first time I worked with Bast. Because it was a cat healing spell, and it was like, use a cat-centric god. Or a healing god. I'm like, well, the best cat-centric god is Bast. That's the best one I know about. I should not use the word use. Call for assistance from. To help assist with the spell. That sounds better than use. Gods are not tools. They're more than we are. Although I will say there are some witches out there that believe that they are fragments of gods, and I try my best to stay away from them. You should too. Yeah. I do my key blasts every few months just to make sure I can still do it. You don't have to pee in the jar. Oh, yeah, that too. I'm not. So, I want to point this out before she says anything. Wicca is a religion. Wicca is a religion that uses witchcraft. Witchcraft is not a religion. Witchcraft is a craft for witches. Some people don't even call it witchcraft. They just call it the craft. It is an art form. It is a field of study. It is a pseudoscience. It is not a religion. It is like me throwing a punch at a dummy. That does not make it my religion. That makes it something I do. And I do it well. Being a Mandalorian's a religion. It's a creed. My friend is Christian and practices magic. I don't know how that works, and I do not know how his God is okay with it. I think I know 2 atheists that practice magic, which I also find hysterically. How did they believe in magic? I only do it when I need to, and I leave offerings mostly on Samhain and Yule. Why? Oh, because she's thinking about her past and what she wished she knew when she was a child. Got it. Alright, so I have only 2 more videos here. I figured I would show you some basic magic. Just some basic. Nothing in complex, no big spells, no nothing, because it's not about that. It's about beginners. You're beginners. I hope you're beginners. If you're watching this and you're not a beginner and you're interested, you've begun, haven't you? You've opened the floodgates. You're one of us now. Alright, before we begin, this is the channel, Mystic Rain, in case you want to find her later. I've been kind of doing it with the other ones, just off key. But let's get started, right? This is basic candle magic. I watched like 2 minutes of this, and I was like, yeah, no, this is okay. This was the first video I actually brought up when I was like, yeah, no, we'll start here. And I was like, actually, no, I should probably start with something a little more easier. Theory! Theory and concept. It's magic done with candles. Alright, so this is where I stopped. Well, no, actually I stopped a little bit later than this. But the purpose of the candle is you start your intention, you light your candle. It's a specific kind of candle. Some people even carve their intention into the candle. I do this. I will write 1 or 2 words of what I want the candle to do, a name and an effect, like me, Tabby, and then on the back, healing for my stupid back. And then I'll light the candle, and I'll put all my attention into healing my back. Voodoo is a religion from West Africa. I mentioned this earlier in the video. I'm getting the weirdest buzz feed in the right ear. I cannot tell if it's coming from my end or hers. Because Catholics do candle magic. That's right. Catholics do magic. Yeah. Ah! Oh my god! She started with the birthdays! Oh my gosh, I forgot about this. This is actual candle magic. Oh my gosh, there's lore for this. Yes, but as I mentioned before, you don't want to blow out a candle with your mouth because it cancels out the wish. All you people blowing out birthday candles, you're erasing your wish, you're erasing your attention by blowing it with your mouth. We have candle snuffers for that. Oh, okay, well, the candle magic I learned, you're not supposed to blow out your candles. A lot of us say you're not supposed to blow out your candles because it erases the intention or releases the energy from doing the spell, or you're canceling the spell. It's seen as a way of canceling the spell. She, on the other hand, seems to believe that blowing out a candle is not erasing a spell. So let's go ahead and hear what she has to say on this matter, because she and I have slightly differing beliefs on this. I want to see if she has alternative beliefs for this. And when I say alternative, I don't mean wrong or different, because once again, witchcraft is very personal. We all have different beliefs on how things work. Mine is just based on things I read on the internet and a couple books. And those books say that blowing out candles physically is wrong. That's why we have candle snuffers. She is the candle witch, or at the very least, she's teaching candle magic for beginners. So maybe she has some different information that I don't know. Did I just see an orb fly across the screen? Probably dust. Oh, she brought up inscribing in the candle. Oh, yes. Very common. Yep. One candle per spell. Do not use the same candle for a different spell. I have a green candle that I use for communicating and meditating with Loki. And I'll put out the candle using a key blast from my hand, not my mouth, because that's my energy and my intention. That's how I snuff out my candles, with a key blast. If you do not know what a key blast is, it's spelled Ki with a space with blast. Just look up key blast and look up key blast not blowing out candles, and you'll see a bunch of us do it. Anyway, that's not what I'm talking about here. So I have a green candle that I use for Loki, and I will relight it when I want to work with Loki, and then I'll put it out, and then I'll relight it when I want to work with Loki, and then I'll put it out, and then I'll relight it when I want to work with Loki. It's got Loki's name scribed on it, so that it's Loki's candle. When I run out of that candle, I'll make a new candle for Loki. And I will only use one candle per spell, because the magic, the intention is already in the candle. The inscription already has the intention carved into the candle. If you start putting more intentions in there, everything gets all crosswired, gets all goofy, and nothing works. You can't have two intentions at the same time. I mean, you can, but it's going to muddle things up, and you might have unrelated effects. A healing candle for a cat, and then on the back you put in back pain for me. I might I might catch what the cat has, and the cat might have cured back pain. I don't know. It's called an intention. And visualize it as energy going into the candle as you're carving your magic sigil, whatever. You want it in that sigil, you want it in that candle. You want that candle to contain all of your thoughts, all of your intention, all of your wanting. And you want to feel it fuse with the candle, so when you light it, that flame will carry off that intention to the universe, and that universe will allow that wish to come true. And then you don't blow it out with your mouth. Healing. I've done this. When I got unemployed, I immediately did a finding job spell. I had a job within 3 weeks. And then I got fired from that job, and then I did it again. I had another job in 2 weeks. And I'm still in that job because it's a good job, and I like this job. And it carves itself into the candle so it stays in the candle. That intention is there. You have carved it into the will of the universe of that candle. Yes. Ah, she got there. I didn't get that. Starting a YouTube channel. That means going out, seeking employment, finding a job. This candle's not going to find your job for you. It's not God. You don't bow to it, and it magically makes one appear. You go out and you look for one. The candle's there to help you find the right one. Yes! Burn it! Burn the candle! And have babies. I'm kind of disappointed she didn't talk about the different candle colors and what they can be used for, but that's all subliminal, not subliminal, that's all external, internal, and intentional. You know what I mean. So there is that. I really support this channel. Go see Mystic Rain. That was great instructional. And I paused and I gave my own introspection before I even let her talk. And her talk and my talk kind of intermingled a lot. So that means the two of us are in the same wavelength on this. For the entire part. She didn't say how to snuff a candle though. Once again, you don't blow it out. You snuff it with either a key blast, a candle snuffer, or you lick your fingers and you put it to the wick of the candle and knock that out. And that was candle magic basics for people. Now we're going to learn about different salts. And then we'll be done with this and we can play some Utopia on a separate stream afterwards. God, this is soft. It's not boring. It's not old. Oh, it is old. But salt is very important for most witchcraft practices. sea salt. I use sea salt. Yeah, I use sea salt. And I use mostly protection spells. There's some that are not salt safe, and you do not want to put salt on them. For cleansing, I use a selenite wand. Yes. Against Fae. So here's the interesting thing. I have never used black salt. I've never even heard of black salt. Probably because me and my friends don't really use that much salt. We use lavender infused water spray. Because lavender does almost the exact same stuff that salt does. And it's safe. It won't corrode anything. It's just oil, water. You spray it on the walls, and it forms a protective barrier against not just dark spirits and demons, no, but also against the Fae. Fae hate lavender oil. I do not know why, but they do. I've learned that the complicated way with Violet that I've mentioned before, who was living with my friend Bly in his house. She was hiding from another Fae that was trying to do something with her, and she was seeking refuge. And because we used lavender as a form of protection in Bly's house, she was in the house hiding from the other Fae, and she had informed us that even though it hurt to be in a oil infested thing, it was better than being outside with the other thing. And turned out Violet was not a very good spirit, and we had to evict her, and it was hard. It was very hard. Getting rid of the Fae is a lot harder than getting rid of a demon. And when I say demon, I don't mean a fallen angel. I mean just a malevolent spirit that does harm. Does it? I guess it would. Yes, yes it would. That looks like sage mixed with salt. Hold on, wait, no, that might be thyme. So I'm going to point out these words right here, abundance, protection, love, and intuition, can also be applied to green crystals. The color green in Magick symbolizes abundance, protection, abundance mostly. Just like how black is used for protection from dark forces and vanishing, becoming invisible to things. And pink is usually used for friends and love and relationships. It matters of the person. And white's used for cleansing usually. And basically just an add-on for anything. I've used this one. That's all I've used. I used Reiki infused salts. So anyway, everyone, I hope you got something out of this. I will immediately end this stream, and I will probably start playing some Utopia for a little while. Not too long, but just for a little while. Because someone requested it, so I don't want to disappoint, even though I probably think this is probably looks like crap. I don't know. On my screen, I look great. And by great, I mean I'm not fidgety or convulsing or anything. So I come out as normal. But I know that some people complain about how the streams look. If I do it through Twitch, it might be different. I don't know yet. But anyway, that's going to be it for me from this side today. Happy Friday the 13th, everyone. I hope you had a good day. I hope you got something out of this. I will be uploading this as an actual video.